Hey guys, Mikas here for your live electronic music tutorials. Guys, I've been off for a little while. I was working on the studio here. I don't know if you've seen. I basically hooked the speaker onto the wall, which is great because there's no really sound wave that's transmitted to the floor. The sound is completely different with the sub underneath the desk. It's a great setup, but I wanted to do that for a long time. However, I didn't have the time, and basically put some plants in here, make the studio better, practice. And one big news, guys, is I started taking music lessons after literally making music for 23 years now. You know, I don't know music theory so much. I know how to play, and if it sounds good for me, it's okay. But now I really started to learn music theory with a teacher here. I'm actually learning piano, learning to play the keys, understanding what is the music theory, what keys, why, you know, even further into arrangements and stuff and making tracks together. And it's very interesting to learn for somebody who's basically been making music since he's 6 years old, play piano perfectly, play violin. I mean, this is amazing. I feel this is a privilege. I will pass a little bit of that on to you guys. And in this episode, I will make some downtempo inspired by, let's say, Autechre. I don't know how to say Autechre. The British group inspired by the Orb, inspired maybe more recently by a group like Bicep. You know, like downtempo, 3P music, like exploration, a little bit on the massive attack roots, a little bit like, you know, if you blend, break beats and stuff like that. Really interesting music. There's also a new label launched by Above and Beyond Reflection that does this type of music. Maybe sometimes more ambient, maybe sometimes a bit more dynamic. So guys, if you watch this show for the first time, you have to check in the link below. The music that is playing right now is the track that I've done, that I literally finished after, that I produced for you guys, so you can get the template for Logic Pro X, Ableton and FL Studio down there on their site, wemakdancemusic.com. You have to check it out, guys. So this tutorial that I do is matching to the templates that we have on our site. So basically you can watch the tutorial many times, and then if you want to really make the sound, start jamming with me to this track that's playing right now, you can get the template for about $15. I think it's good. If you have the tutorial, you get the templates, you can go much further into that sound. And that's it, guys. Let's get started on this brand new tutorial. So what I've done basically is I loaded Logic Pro X, 112 BPM. The key that I choose for that is A minor. I think it's a good key to progress into something like this. Of course, nice flat white. Actually, that's a single. It's not a double, but it's good enough. Started a few elements, and I will start first with the beats, drum beats, simple drum beats, you know, to get things going. After that, I'm gonna go into the bass. Very important, you know, the bass is really one of the key driver to the track. So I like to do, let's say, the foundation first. Then after that, I will introduce some keys, some melodies, and I have my cheat sheet right here for my A minor natural key, what I can or cannot play, what is better to be played or not, but you can really hear it. But still, the cheat sheet is important. I will put it in the link below if you want to check it out. So basically, A minor, natural, you can play certain keys and some other keys you cannot. And like the A minor is like a bit of a sad kind of thing, kind of that fit the genre of, you know, downtempo, chill kind of music. And if I go into, let's say, a pad and I do, oh no, I have only one side of my headphones. Oh, that's better. See, I have to search it because I'm not so versed. So A minor, augmented maybe, per pad, or maybe suspended. Oh, that's nice. So, you know, I will put on what I am learning, but we will start, of course, with the beat. Which I will do really on the pad here because I think it's more fun. Turn on the metronome, push on record, and let's get started. To start, guys, I'm not gonna go mental to start. I'm gonna go into the sequence. I'll just go to control quantize. Always good to quantize things, and then I will first adapt it to what we do. There was a lot less velocity on the second hit here, so I will drop it. Oh, I can hear that. So that's it. So what I'm gonna do right away is I bring it down here, replicate it. Of course, I take the kick and the snare and I separate them. For me, it's very important to keep the audio part separated, the MIDI part separated, so we have control over each element in the mix later, so there's no confusion. Well, that's not quite. So basically also the key, kick, down. So I'm gonna also see, I'm also gonna put this into E, D, E, and of course bring that up. I'm also gonna put that in E. I think I'm a bit high for this, so. And I think there was like a weird kind of this here. Okay. That's interesting. I don't know if I get started with that. No, maybe not. I'm just gonna add maybe a simple kind of a hat in there. Take this from here. I don't like it when there's too many windows on top of each other. Okay, let's see what I am doing. So basically the role of the hat in there, because it's a breakbeat, it's going to be to really kind of fill in the cadence of the track. Not sure I like this one. A little bit better. So filling the cadence, so there's a little bit of something to start with. I'm listening to that, of course. So I have two bass that I kind of selected. This one is more an effect. I will use a bit later, I think. And this one is definitely like a lead, moogie. Play with it a little bit here, see what we have. This one is probably the fattest variation. I mean, it's a fat bass, they say it. I like this. I think that could be good. Give myself a bit of room here to be able to play it, so I'm going to replicate this. Let's see what we can get from that. Let's put it to record. So 4 bars. Check what the MIDI has to say. I really want that little bit at the end here to transition into the next part. I think this really gonna make a bit of a difference. Make sure the keys are not overlapping, or maybe I want them to overlap so it will trigger the synth. Oh, no, not all of them, just this one here. Like I said, if something is a bit weird here. Okay. Is this me or there's a drum beat that's off here? Maybe I've screwed up something here. The length is good here. Replicate. Okay, now we'll continue. There's something weird happened there. A bit more volume. So if I want, I think I will do this. So basically I will overlap also these 2 parts. So there's a bit of like a tremolo kind of action in between. So it doesn't trigger the first bit of the key where you have this attack. It just goes. I think this is cool like that. And I will have to ask, of course, my teacher on my next session if this is okay what I'm doing, but it's a bit of an obstacle to think if you're making music correctly or not. And this is why I think I've never done music lessons, but I kind of run out of things to do. And guys, you have to check out a podcast I just done with Brian Funk, that we talked about this, and I talked about the block of music production. Basically, first, the composition, second, the mixing, third, the sound design, and then fourth, like the overall, what's the fourth again? The overall engineering. I thought I had the fourth one and I don't remember what it is now. Damn. So there's different aspect, and I think I worked on many aspects except for this part that I was lacking a little bit, playing chords, understanding what progression, what to do, how. So now I'm going to that. So I think I strengthened all the other 3, and this one was like the less, my weakness really, literally. So now I'm working on this. So what I'm gonna do with this bass, first of all, talking about different aspect of production, is I'm gonna take dynamics, I'm gonna take a compressor, and I'm gonna take the input of the kick 1 here, and put the ratio. I'm gonna put faster attack because I want it to punch. I'm gonna put a longer release because I want it to a bit even longer. So of course right now when the kick hits, it will drop the bass, so it creates already an effect, create some room for the bass to breathe. And I had those nice little effects here. I'm gonna go lower. Whoa, this is so low that it does literally distort. Ooh. So with this, I think I was just gonna do 2 keys. So I'm gonna start here. So basically I'm doing 1 and 4 for the keys, so I'm going first to my A minor, and then I'm going C to G. So harmonically it should work. I'm not sure actually, because I haven't really listened to it so much, and there's so much kind of different aspect to this sound that it's not that easy. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the lows from there, because there's always some low end artifact that I don't want. I wonder if it would be greater if I would invert this and I would just basically take the second chord first. I think we'll do better. Where's my... No? Oh, this one. So I think it would be greater because it's trippy, and then it drop into something. So it's like gloomy, and then when it's gonna hit the other chord, yeah, much better. However, I'm gonna check this sound because it's a bit intense. Am I not having the right synth? Ha, that would explain. Let's listen. Ooh. So with this Alchemy, you can do such crazy stuff. You can do in the middle of the 4 settings to pick a little bit of each. I do like this pulsing. The soft attack is also kind of cool. I think I'll pick in the middle here. To see as I'm moving this, it's moving the settings here. So now we're setting the mood. Now that we have a bit of high frequency, I'm gonna look on my synth setting here, see if I can play with the bass a little bit. Oh no, I cannot, I surely cannot trim it. I'm gonna do, because I cannot really cut it, I'm just gonna do a quick filter here because I want to trim some of the top to have room to play keys, you know, so later on in the mix I will do things differently, but for now I will keep this. Let's see if I can find something to play here. Whoa. Okay, as you can see, I prepared. Nope. Whoa, this is the default from Let's pick up this synth here. Try this. I start with A minor, and then I'm going to try to create a little progression here for you guys. Not so sure about this, but at least the keys are in. The first bit was okay. I'm not sure about this bit here. It's a bit sad, I have to say, which is the goal of this. You know, this is the territory we're going into, but I think these machines here are a bit loud. As you build in the mix, you're always gonna find that you have a little bit too much stuff, and that's what I'm doing now. Now I have to reduce a little bit what is happening. I think we can definitely find something better than this, because I'm gonna copy it, but this is not very exciting. I think it's better to first get the keys, and then after this, really start Signs of Life. Wow, one of my favorite Pink Floyd song here. Or is there something there? Not much there. I would like some. I guess I don't mind that. It's woody. Let's see if we like this too. We're gonna create a bus here, send it to a delay. Then we'll use a delay designer to go a bit deeper. So there's a big change here when the key changed, so it's a bit of a problem, but I'll fix that later. Okay, so we send it to the delay here. But I send the wrong channel here to the delay. I sent this synth that was already too loud here. That will need to be kind of control a little bit later. What I wanted is this sticky percussions here to be sent to this bus I just created. The bus contained the delay designer. Now we're gonna go into something I think is a little bit weird. Starting to like that, guys. Wow, a lot of fun. It's been a while. So what I'm doing is basically I'm exploring, you know, ideas to really make elements shine into the track. Ooh. I like that. A bit less volume. Then I can go back to the synth here. So that wasn't my goal, you know, I really wanted kind of more like of a key thing. No, but I think this has something great here. I can probably use these keys for the pad. I'll give it a try in a second. I think I might want to add some decay. Aha. Just give it a bit of length, not so much, and I can go crazy, but it's not necessary. So really, this, 2. So it has a little bit of a life of its own. I was saying it would be good maybe to use those keys for a pad, so I'm gonna take it, drop that in the pad that I selected before, which is this. It's a very slow kind of opening pad. Very smooth. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a pattern for the pad here, and I think it should work. I mean, it's gonna work with the keys. I'm not sure if it was gonna work with the rest of the elements. I'm not sure, oops. It's gonna work with the octave, but I'm gonna try. And if you don't try, you don't get nothing, so. I think I would go higher. Hopefully it's not gonna collapse with our kind of machine thing. Oh, I like that. Oh, it's sad. A little bit sad. No, not so sad, but it's still sad. It's a little bit too loud. I think we have definitely some great elements in there. And I could hear like a top kind of, like a very kind of wet piano melody. I mean, I can't hear. I don't hear it quite, but I'm gonna take a piano. Let's take a Yamaha. Send it to our effects, try to get it wet, try to get it kind of dreamy. Because the way it is now, not exciting to be in the track. So what I'm doing, I'm going to send it to the delay. Again, I like to cut the lows for all the parts. I will do that for the rest of the element a little bit later. So check out my cheat sheet. 1. This is one 2. This one 1. Keys. 2, 1, 2. A little bit more wetness. I'm gonna do a reverb channel. It's like my preset, which is a very large room, very wet. So I created a little kind of leady piano kind of thing. Now we're gonna look at it in the editor here, quantize it a little. I'm gonna open the velocity here because I couldn't hear some of the keys, so Velocity is good. I think I will spike the EQ somewhere, try to get... I'm looking for the air in the piano. I think it's time to replicate this a little bit more. Oh, I did push save, guys. Oh, that's an old reflex. Actually, I didn't save the project yet, so maybe it's time to save the project. Many drives, many things. All this year, 250. So let's save it while we're here. New folder. Yes. I attempted to do 346 already, run into some technical problem, get discouraged, you know, things happen. It's actually rare that I start on an episode and I don't finish. Ooh, I like this. Let's actually check this out. Get started right away. I will drop the pace. Actually, no, before I move on to that, I would right away probably do a little bit percussion. There's not much into this kit, Jesus. Oh, I think I'm gonna do another kit just to help me. I'm gonna go probably into a 909 kit here to TR909 to have like the elements that are a bit more familiar to electronic music, or to music in general, really. Like some claps, some interesting bits. Not what I was looking for, guys. Just a clap here. Personally, I'm gonna drop it here. Oh, it's too low. I think the second clap is actually better, but it doesn't have volume. I'm gonna take the open hat for here. I'm gonna put it just half of the time. This is a very mellow track. I don't want it to be crowded. I want it to be very like kind of intense, like just want to add some accent. And by the way, guys, I was looking for a shaker and there's none. So what I can do in this case with DMD and with Drum Machine Designer, it's very easy. I'm gonna replicate this. I'm gonna replicate this even. No, I'm gonna actually remove this and do the sequence, except for the place where I do actually like this hat hit, this hi-hat hit. So what I'm gonna do is instead of that, I'm gonna take the ride here and I'm gonna change it for piece kits here, and I'm gonna do shakers. Oh, kits pieces here. shakers and then hear it. Oh, this is nice. I like that. Not this intense, I would say. Probably this. Of course, this on top of that, of course. This here, oh, it doesn't continue to the whole bar. Some more beats for you guys. What I'm gonna do to make it much more interesting is I'm gonna take my sample delay and I'm gonna put it off for about 10 milliseconds here. And for about 20 here. If I want, I can link them. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Oh, that doesn't work at all. That, oh, it's off. How come is this off? I'm just gonna do those two, I think. So something went off a little bit in my calculation here. So I'll redo it. So that will create an interesting variant. I don't even like this one either. Not so easy. No, maybe. Yeah, that's much better. So I was talking about earlier about the aspect of music production, and this is one of them. Very important one of them. To program drums, which I'm very passionate about for a really long time. I started in Nuendo in 2001, putting the beats on every bit. Now I use MIDI, definitely a lot better. Well, the thing is, I don't like this cabasa. So. That's a lot better already. Let's hear it. Not so much a shaker though. Then I would add a drum like, oh, actually I can do it here, right here. Oops. So, I mean, I think I have this keyboard for like a year or something, and I never use it to do with the drum pad. It's a bit ridiculous, guys, but now I am, so. Aha! Now we're talking. Now we're gonna go into the mid-tom. Don't like this so much, to be honest. That neither. No, not liking this at all. think I have one that's... Where is it? Just needed one that's good. I think I would put it here instead. I cut this here. Get this here. I have to say I prefer the second bit here, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to take the second bit, I'm going to move it exactly 4 bars here, or 1. Let's try to put it an octave higher. No, doesn't want to. I like this better. It's almost a clap. So guys, this is gonna be it for this episode of your live electronic music tutorials. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm shortening the format, as you can see. It's more structure, you get much more bang. In 10 minutes you should have the lesson. And of course, I know I'm cutting it, but if you want to continue on that track, you can go in the link below. Check out the final template, listen to it guys. I think it's worth it. If you like it, buy it. It's really helpful for me. Pay the rent, maybe have some coffee. Until the next time guys, may the sounds be with you.